guys, this is SKYLIGHTS and welcome back to another Sims 4 tutorial. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how I built my open skylight roof that I use for two of my builds. You guys had a lot of questions on it and here I am to show you how I did it. So before we get into the tutorial, I will say there probably are YouTube tutorials on this already out that are probably easier than what I'm going to show you, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to show you guys the way that I had taught myself. So yeah, it's a lot of trial and error, but I finally figured it out and I hope it makes it easier on you guys to learn this technique as well. Okay, so here we are in the beautiful world of Sulani. I'm going to show you guys how to build that roof. So first and foremost, you're going to want to be in build mode and you're going to want to build your base. So I'm just going to build the precise base that I had for the other two builds that I had, which was the Wildflower Creek Cottage and then the Blue Shore Beach House. So I had an attic that was about 4 tiles long this way, and then the width doesn't really matter as long as you feel comfortable with the size. So I think this is about good here. Go ahead and drop that here. And then I'm just going to copy this room here because this is going to be the attic. So I'm going to drop that right up top. So next I'm just going to map out the bottom floor. So in my other builds I had 4 tiles going this way on one side and then 4 tiles going the other way on the other side. And that's going to be your ground floor, but that's pretty much going to be your base shell right here. If you want the roof to look nice, you're going to want to have the second floor on the middle tier or the medium wall. So that's just going to make the wall height a little bit taller. The first floor can be short or taller, doesn't really matter, but the second wall does need to be here on the medium wall. So now I'm just going to select my roofing tool. Here is the half gabled roof and I'm going to stick it on the edge of the build. So put that right there along the edge. Then I'm going to select this arrow here and push it back until it's 1 tile. Next, I'm going to select the inside arrow here and I'm going to drag it until it's at the center of my build. So since we have about 12 tiles all the way across, this roof tool should be about 6 tiles long, and then the middle part should rest right along the seam of the build right here in the middle. So there you go. And then we're going to want to shorten the eaves up here because they're not going to be flush with the other side. So how you're going to do that is you're going to select the eaves up here. You're going to hold your shift key. What that's going to do is it's going to shorten the eaves up top without touching the bottom part of the eaves. So while I'm holding my shift key, I'm just going to push the eaves down like so. There you go. Now you're just going to click the roof piece right here. And then this is the copy button. You're going to select this. And now you're just going to copy it to the other corners of the build. So I'm just going to do that really quickly. What your shell should look like now. As you can see, the tops of the roofs are sitting nice and flush against each other. So now what you're going to do is you're going to build this bottom ledge right here. So this is a little like ledge or the balcony where your Sims are going to be peeking over. So the next part is super simple. You're just going to select that copy button again. And you're just going to drop that piece right back onto where you had picked it up from. Okay, so now you're going to select this inside arrow here and you're going to push it all the way back until you have 1 tile of a roof. And then once it's 1 tile, you can select this inside arrow here and pull it all the way across until it meets the other side. There you go. You can pull it all the way across or you can just stop it right there. Doesn't really matter. So now that you have this piece, you can just select that copy tool again and we can just swivel onto the other side of the build and put that right back on the other side. And there you go. Now you have a nice cohesive ledge piece on both sides. So now all we have to do is fill in this top area here. And this part is super simple as well. All you need to do is pick up this bottom piece right here. You're going to copy that and you're just going to place that here on the edge of the roof. As you can see, it's pretty flush with the other parts of the roof already. So all you need to do is drag this part in the middle and pull it to the center so it covers 2 tiles. And there you go. There's your first half of the roof. And then again, super simple, you click that top piece that you just placed down. You're going to hit that copy button again, and you're going to flip it around and place it on that other side to finish the roof. So there you go. Super nice roof here. What I like to do to make it look a little bit classier is I like to take roof trim. This is just going to clean up any of those harsh edges. The one that I feel that works best is the square roof trim right here, and I'm just going to apply it to all of my roof pieces to make it look a little bit nicer. And there you go, you have a nice little ledge here. So next thing I'm going to do, which is optional, I'm just going to change the pattern, because as you can see there's a little bit of a glitch here. It's not really sitting right, and it doesn't look very nice right now. So I'm just going to change the roof pattern. Okay, so the next part here is to add the skylight. So I'm going to select the half gabled roof here, and I'm just going to put my walls down. So I'm only going to put my half gabled roof on the exposed part. So I'm going to add it right here, and then I'm going to pull it all the way till it meets that other side of the roof right there. Then I'm going to go on the other side here, and then I'm just going to push this side back out so the roof is only covering the exposed area. Now I'm just going to pull it out one more time on the side, or 1 tile further, because the balcony below is 3 tiles, so we want to make sure that this roof here is 3 tiles long as well. So when I put my roof back up, you can see it looks a little bit crazy right now. So all you have to do is grab this up arrow, and you're just going to push it all the way down. There you go. So when you're looking at this roof, you can already see it. The sides or the eaves peek out farther than they're covering the balcony area. So to make this look a little bit better, we're just going to grab the little eave tool here and push it in to make it nice and flush with the bottom of the roof there. So there you go. It looks a lot better like that. And then now we're just going to add that roof trim again, just to make it match with everything else. And then for the finishing touch, we're going to go into our roof patterns and select a clear glass panel roof. So you can just go ahead and style this however you want. So there's the standard ones where it's just like regular panes here, or you can just select a clear one. I think this one's probably the best looking because it looks like a straight up window. So there's that. And then I actually forgot this step, so we're going to go over this right now. So as you can see, the eaves on the inside of the balcony area here aren't flush with the top of the roof. So this was my bad, I actually forgot to tell you guys about this step, but we can just do that right now. So I'm going to hold my shift key, grab this arrow, and push it in. And make sure you do this on all sides. So this is what it's going to look like when you add the skylight here. Of course you can add wallpaper if you'd like, just to make it look a little bit nicer. But the finishing touch that I like to use is I'll go in here with the experience pillar from the Get Together game pack, and I like to put it right here on the edges. I already have my move objects cheat enabled, so that's why it's allowing me to place it here. Otherwise you can activate your cheat yourself to be able to do this. So I'll go ahead and put the pillars right here in the corners, and what this does is it gives the effect that the window is retractable and that the window is sitting up on these wooden arms here. And then what I did for my Blue Shore Beach House build, for that specific roofing type, you can pretty much change this little piece right here to your liking. If you want to make it shorter or taller, you can just adjust this little arrow right here, and you can push it out if you'd like. So I'm going to extend this all the way over just so it looks a little bit more nice, and then I can pull this out, and then there you go. Now you have a little like low riding roof here, and then you can put little beach chairs, etc., to make it look a lot nicer and more to your liking. So that pretty much concludes our little skylight in the roof tutorial. I hope it was easy for you guys to follow and that you guys enjoyed it. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Your support means everything to me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!